this is my story. What's up, fam? This is going to be a longer video, so I hope you stick around to the end, because something that I want to discuss, because if you've ever struggled in your life, if you've ever had setbacks in your life, if you've ever had to start over in your life, I want you to watch to the end of this video. Because one thing I know for sure, I went from being in the Navy to owning my own auto repair shop to losing everything, but yet rebuilding my life with what? Field inspections. So now this is going to be the Cliff Note version of my story, but if you want to watch the full story in detail, I'm going to be posting that up on YouTube in a couple of days, so I hope you go check it out. So let's get into it. So in order to show you my path of where I am today, I have to start from the beginning of where I started. You see, I grew up in the inner city of Detroit, and there weren't many opportunities there. But at the age of 13, man, I was a hustler, right? I was a hustler because I started a paper route, and I was making my own money at 13. By the age of 15, I was working at Little Caesars, or getting ready to, because I was turning 16. As soon as I turned 16, I got my first job at Little Caesars. By 17, I was assistant manager. By 18, I was a store manager. I also want to mention that in middle school and high school, I was the candy girl. I would sell candy out my backpack and out the trunk of my car in high school. So I was finding ways to hustle to make money for myself. But then I was like, Detroit was all dead end stud. You know, I didn't have any opportunities available for me. And plus, I was hanging around the wrong people. At the time, my life was shit. I was in an abusive relationship. I was jumping from job to job that didn't pay my bills. So one morning in 1995, I woke up and I joined the military because I was getting the hell out of Dodge. From 95 to 98, I was in the military station in Hawaii. It was all cool because the Navy taught me discipline and resilience. But I had to return to civilian life. When I returned to civilian life, that brought its own set of challenges, right? So when I got out the military, I moved to Georgia. I was in Georgia for 20 years. When I got out the military, I was able to land me a job. It took me a little bit, but I was able to land me a job as an automotive mechanic at a dealership, and they helped me. They supported me and helped me get my ASC certifications for electrical engine diagnostics and heating and air conditioning. But that wasn't good enough for me, because I still wanted to be my own boss. I wanted to run my own ship. You know what I'm saying? So I started my own auto repair business. And from there, I was teaching, I was doing mobile auto repairs, and I was teaching women and teens how to do car maintenance. But around 2014, shit started to slow down because of the 2008 housing crisis, so the market crashed. It forced me to shut down my business. I didn't have a job, you know. But at the time, right before that happened, I found field inspections. So with field inspections, I was doing that part-time in between, you know, my auto repair stuff and, you know, when I had time. So I would do field inspections. At that time, I did not know that field inspections was actually going to be my lifeline. So anyway, around 2015, everything, you know, the shit hit the fan. You know, I had to shut down my business and everything, right? And then around 2018, I ended up getting a divorce because I had gotten married during that period. But 2018, I went through a nasty divorce, had to file bankruptcy, and I walked away from everything except the clothes on my back, you know, the few clothes that I had and the vehicle that I had. And I left everything else. I didn't have anything. I stayed with some family for a little bit, and then eventually I finally got my own apartment. But then shit started happening again. I went out to go to work one morning, and somebody vandalized my car, busted out my windows, my windshields, and everything. I suspect who it was, but I'm not gonna say, but I do suspect who did this. But a little while after that, I went on a work trip, right? Because I'm traveling for work. I come back and I find that my apartment had been shot up. My bedroom, okay? Now, at the time when it happened, that was normally about the time that I'm up getting ready for work. Can you imagine if I had been there? At that time, I was like, fuck this, I gotta get out of here. It wasn't safe for me anymore. So I dipped. I left everything. I packed up as much as I could get in my little, what did I have? A little Sentra. I packed up as much as I could get in my little Nissan Sentra, and I got the hell out of Dodge. And I moved to Florida. Yet losing everything again. The blessing here in disguise is that I had a good friend who took me in, who allowed me to have a safe space so I can start rebuilding again. She didn't ask me for anything. She just wanted me to be safe. And from there, that blossomed a beautiful relationship that's the most important relationship in my life today. So anyway, when I got to Florida, I was fucking broke. I ain't had no money. I ain't had no job. And luckily, she gave me a place to stay. But you know what? Deep down, I knew I wasn't done. I was ready to give up, but I knew I wasn't done. So yet now I'm looking for a way to make some money, right? I'm looking for ways to make money. And lo and behold, I start reconnecting with some of the field inspection companies that I had worked with in the past. And I began to start rebuilding my life. But today, after everything that I've gone through, I'm finally experiencing that true freedom that I've always desired. I don't have a boss dictating my time. I don't have limits on what I can achieve. I'm just living life on my terms. And to be quite honest, I didn't ever think this day would ever come for me. Today, I'm happy, secure, and I'm thriving. So just remember that if you're struggling right now, your setbacks don't have to define who you are. It can actually be the foundation of your greatest comeback. Because you know what? I want you to believe in yourself, because you deserve this type of freedom too. You see, it's my turn to show you what's possible. It's your turn to take back your time. And it's our time to be free. So guys, if this story resonated with you in any kind of way, drop a comment and let me know. Let me know how you're feeling. Because I want you to have your greatest comeback. Let's get out of here. It's our time to be free.